from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, floating on the launcher. Losing 3. Now it's 3rd down.
His size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd and 6.
We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out, establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted.
It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
They begin with Henry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Henry running right. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Henry again on 2nd down.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a gain or 2 there. It's going to bring out a 4th down.
That's a hell of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have that bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
That's how you shake up the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
We're scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Texans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it.
Looking to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3 to 1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, only 2 yards to show for him.
I do know from experience that when you slow down somebody's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you get a tee off on the quarterback because they can throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
What part of the empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their end zone. But how about that good first step toward forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Okay, ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch out now. 50 series. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review. So they had it right.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't let a point yet fly into the football. I'm telling you, someone's a leg into the ball. Every snap. Another nice job there forcing the completion.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard gain on the play. That'll be a play to the punt team. And it's 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, red, black shot.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Another completion there. And, you know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career, an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way in. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to have their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Touchdown, Texans! A great effort there. Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans.
CeeDee Lamb.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
The extra point up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Second and long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. Took it the distance. Not quite, though. What a great return as they finally corral him inside the 5 at the 3.
The one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
Quite a turn of events. This is first and goal from the 3.
Here's Pierce. Will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It feels like that's exactly what this defense needs here in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They get this out left. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Keep going.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Inside handoff, Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Here's Tannehill. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about the way it's struggling so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another side right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful. You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ballgame. But that's something right there. We're still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. 31 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start this season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Stevenson elects. It's a touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. Third time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Okay, he didn't break down all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. That's probably exactly what he's telling me in the huddle right now.
Looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Down defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process. As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. All right, open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 52 yards.
And the Texans get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Tannehill now to throw.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On first down, Tannehill.
And he'll go right back to Lamb.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
On second down, here's Henry. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may...
Tannehill intercepted again. Jalen Petrie picks it off. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
They go play action here on first down. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tannehill.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point, where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is, For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of...
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 44-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ultra.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Tackled by Christian Fulton.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And finally, down he goes. As they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And we'll pick up there 26 yards.
It's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to get...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Christian Harris.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score, might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Here's Tannehill. And now here is another interception.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. Guys, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. He's going to pick up a 14.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 40.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Tannehill.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. On first down, it's Tannehill. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Houston, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener.